Hola. Good idea. Obrigado. Right. I think I might have messed up. I'll explain to you why in a moment. Just came back from Australia a few days ago, got used to beautiful sunny weather, and I thought I can't stay in the miserable British weather. So I booked what I thought would be a lovely little weekend away in Portugal in the Algarve. Well, it turns out that Albufeira, where I'm staying, isn't exactly chilled out, and I'm going to show you why. But first of all, I think I'm going to need a local superbuck to get me in the right zone, to get me on the level of where I'm going. So I got here late last night, and the taxi from the airport brought me through what they call the new town or the strip in Albufeira, and it's absolutely kicking off there. This is either going to be an advert for the best place to come on holiday in Portugal if you're into clubbing and going mental and Brits abroad and getting hammered, or it's a warning that you should not come here because this is Portugal's worst resort. Ladies, are you Portuguese?
Yeah.
Okay, you speak English though?
Yeah.
That helps. I've got a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think about all the British people coming here and drinking and partying? Honestly, what do Portuguese people think?
Well, actually, we work in a bar, so we're kind of used to it.
Okay, so you're desensitized to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about, like, what would your parents think and your grandparents about all the Brits having pool parties, English breakfasts?
They're scared.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, especially in autumn, it's a bit dangerous.
Okay, yeah. Well, like at night after dark.
They drink too much, they just make a mess, then the police come, so yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what are your tactics for keeping the loutish British people under control?
Well,
working in the bar?
Just like playing with them.
Yeah.
I mean, they are in vacation, they just want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So we kind of like party with them and...
Yeah.
Play.
You meet them on their level?
Yeah.
Do they fight much? Do you see much trouble?
A little bit.
A little bit,
Yeah.
yeah. But you break up the fights? You're the bouncer too?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, you'll probably be thinking, Wendell, you've been to Benidorm, you enjoyed Benidorm, and Benidorm's like ground zero for Brits abroad, loutish behaviour, holiday hell for some. Well, Benidorm, yes it is, but Benidorm draws a slightly older crowd. What do the Dutch think about the Brits on holiday?
I don't know. Pain in the ass.
Pain in the ass, yeah. In what way? Explain.
In a good way.
In a good way?
Yeah.
They drink too much?
They have a good... they can enjoy very much.
Yeah.
But the problem is the stags. They spoiling the place.
Yeah, there's a lot of stag do's here.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of a sausage fest. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
More men than women here,
But they are the spenders.
Okay, they spend money, yeah. But the Dutch can drink too.
But they only go to the specific places.
Yeah.
Where they say to go, what you mean, the guides.
Yeah.
Who organize them, they only go to specific bars, not to anywhere.
Okay,
The British is better, they are big spenders.
So which bars do I avoid for the stags? Which ones are really bad?
The strip.
The strip, full stop. Yeah.
In one way, the stags, they were always welcome, but sometimes they have to behave.
Yeah.
You know, if they hold no clothes and things like that.
Yeah.
And they fight each other.
You won't stay like that if you have a kebab, mate. What do you do down the gym to get that hench?
Kebabs, mate. Kebabs and beer.
Kebabs and beer, no lifting.
Kebabs and beer, mate.
And 40 kilo lifts.
Shagging your mum.
Okay, yeah. There you go, Mum. That's what you've been up to. I'm going to be honest with you, folks. I've always been reluctant to include drone footage in my content because I've never been confident in my ability to operate one to achieve the best results. You see, I'm no technical whiz kid. When it comes to my content, I like to keep things as raw and simple as possible. I've declined various offers to endorse drones, but when Hover Air came to me and introduced me to the Hover Air X1 Pro, I finally knew that this was the drone for me. Hover Air are the market's original self-flying camera maker. Since launch launching the first hover camera passport. They've dedicated themselves to perfect tracking technology. Now the Hover Air X1 Pro and Pro Max are adventure ready, whether running, cycling, skiing or even indoor filming, effortlessly tracking you in any environment. They feature flawless subject tracking, perfect framing during high-speed adventures and cinematic footage whilst you focus on the moment. That's perfect for my situation because whilst the drone has incredibly responsive manual flight capabilities, out of the box it has super accurate tracking and pre-programmed modes that mean it's very easy to get quality drone footage despite my lack of drone flying experience. I can now supplement my usual raw filming style with high-quality drone footage without being bogged down by having to learn overcomplicated new drone flying techniques. In short, the Hover Air X1 Pro has opened up the world of high quality drone footage to put into my content when I honestly thought the tech had passed me by. So click the link in the description below or the pinned comment or the QR code to buy your Hover Air X1 Pro or X1 Pro Max today. So behind me lies the Albufeira strip. Filming's going to be a nightmare because there's music everywhere. It's not busy at the moment because it's like 3:20 in the afternoon, and judging by me coming in, the party was in full swing at midnight last night. I'm sure people will party until like 4 in the morning. I think it'll get busy on the strip later, so I'm going to knock around the strip for a few hours, try and meet some of these Brits abroad, see what they're getting up to, some of these stag do's maybe, and then we'll see what carnage ensues as night descends on us. The stags are out. What's the drink?
Strawberry daiquiri.
Strawberry daiquiri?
Yes.
For the boys?
Yes, for the boys.
You want a stag do or just a lad's holiday? Golfing. Any trouble yet? Any fighting? You're in control.
Till now it's okay. Maybe later.
Do you have trouble every night?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. You look like a man that can deal with it now. Hey, hey. I remind you folks, it's 3:20 in the afternoon. My 30% female viewers, they need to see the finest men in Albufeira. Where you on
that's not us, so you need to keep on going.
You're looking better than me, mate, I tell you that. Where are you on holiday from?
We're from Sweden.
Sweden?
Sweden, yeah.
Okay, here's a question. What do the Swedes think about all the British people on holiday in Albufeira?
Maybe not the best. I think.
Good clothing. Very colorful clothing.
I want you to explain why not the best.
They're pretty loud.
Yeah.
And yeah, pretty drunk all. But that we also, so that's quite the same.
So the Swedes drink a lot as well.
Yeah.
The captain, the best dressed man in Albufeira. What's that say? What does the nun mean?
Bad boys.
Bad boys. Are you a gangster?
What you gonna do?
He's a gangster. What do you think about the British tourists coming? You've got to give an honest answer. He won't answer. He won't tell the truth. So I wasn't aware until I arrived how wild Albufeira is. But obviously now I've seen, when I came in last night, how nuts it is. I looked into it and there's been quite a lot of controversy recently. The local authorities are proposing applying a €1,500 fine for people that are shirtless away from the beach or in bikinis away from the beach. So males shirtless, females in bikinis. That's to try and curb down loutish behaviour.
Very good, very nice.
Very good, very nice.
I like chicken nugget.
I found the chicken nugget man.
I like sexy banana.
Here in Albufeira. He's not in Tenerife, he's in Albufeira. But what do you guys think about the British tourists coming here, the stags, and that cause you trouble?
It's more better. It's old town.
Old town better?
It's more better.
More chilled out?
More chill, more families.
Yeah.
Here it's the craziest.
Crazy, yeah.
More drugs.
What time does it get crazy at night?
All night.
All night? Yeah.
Old town is more chill.
Okay. Don't shoot!
We're loving life.
Are you going to be well behaved as a hen? I've spoke to a lot of locals, but I don't like the hen and stag do's. They say, but it's like dragging the town down. What do you think about that? You're a well behaved
Very
one.
nice, well behaved citizen.
I can tell. That's why I came up to you. Yeah.
That vibe.
Have a good.
You've got that vibe. You have a good night.
I'll see how you're doing at midnight though. Now I think it's just about time for me to have another beer, because you've got to stay topped up if you're going to party with all the stags and hens in Albufeira. But when you drink, you must also eat. And what better place to come for a quick feed than the Albufeira vending machine feed? Bacon and egg burger. Lord knows what that is. Ham and cheese toasty or burrito. Is the ham and cheese toasty good? It's good. Which is the best one? The best dish? This one. What is that? Kebab meat. Oh, I'm trying to watch my figure though.
Authorizing.
Success. Obrigado. The anticipation's killing me. Oh, there she is. Let's review the Albufeira strip vending machine toaster. It is so hot. Basically, it's a microwave toaster. Steamed toaster. Oh my god. Is it even edible? I can't tell you how hot that is. Right, let's investigate. We've got one piece of very inedible looking ham, a little bit of plastic cheese underneath, and some microwave bread. It tastes exactly how you'd expect. Soggy and crap. Right, I've decided to come for a small beer in the King's Cross pub. Is it a good pub, mate? Good beer?
Yeah, you alright?
Hello. Drinking? Yeah. You can see how cheap it is here in Albufeira, folks. $2.50 for a large beer. It is happy hour, but they're only about $3.50 even in the evening. Hello. The old King's Cross, not a bad boozer. Now, it would be unfair of me to totally paint Albufeira as the worst resort in Portugal, because it's a town, a resort of a couple of different areas. So yes, there's the strip there, the new town, but there's also the old town, which is apparently a bit more pleasing on the eye. It's a couple of kilometres that way. So I'm going to jump in a bolt, which is what you grab over here in Portugal, and we'll explore the old town and see if it's any more genteel and more sophisticated than the new town. Then we'll come back to the new town, to the strip later on, because I want to show you how crazy the strip is at night. See you, bro. Old town. So welcome to Old Town Albufeira, which is certainly a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, but it still does have a bit of a rowdy element. The town square is pretty chilled, but there are a few streets full of Brit bars not far from here.
You need nothing for a smoke?
I don't have any smoke, so you want some cigarettes, yeah?
No, I have used Chinese, I have
Oh, no. I'm a well-behaved boy, I don't do that, no.
Okay.
But that's what you do to get by, yeah? Yeah. Okay, my friend, yeah.
Okay.
Not today, but you have a good day. Good luck with your business, sir.
Bye-bye.
I hope business is prosperous. Thank you. Thank you. Iceland.
Iceland.
You been to Iceland?
Aye.
Do English people, British people? Yeah? English. Do we drink too much? Do we behave well?
I drink wine.
Oh, you drink wine, so
Wine.
you get on
White
with the
wine.
English. Yeah. You stay here. You drink wine. Yeah. You have any food? Just these?
Yes.
Okay. Crackers and wine.
Okay.
A diet fit for a king. With the wine. You drink lots?
Yeah.
I believe you too. So that chap is not the only chap to have offered me illicit substances. So even though it is nicer to look at, the old town here, it's still a pretty wild place. Now, I've had a bit of a moan about Albufeira, but one thing that it's got that's absolutely class is this outdoor escalator up this cliff. Have you ever seen this before? running outside. Look at that. What happens when it rains? It's waterproof. 1 plus point for Albufeira. You're going to be good tonight, boys?
Yeah!
Well behaved?
Podcast though, you're sweating. That's what that is, isn't it?
Maybe.
My guy, brother. My guy.
This is the money shot, this restaurant. Davini, gelato and pizza. If you do subject the missus to an unfortunate holiday in Albufeira, at least treat her to a meal there with this view. Look at this. What do you think about the British people, how they behave?
Depends. Okay, depends the age.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The little the
younger.
The younger is not so good. Okay? No. But the people are about 40.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm 42, so I'm all good.
Okay, that's okay.
I feel a little bit embarrassed sometimes seeing the British, you know, the Stag and hen do's and how they act in the new town. You know, a lot of
Yeah,
it's a bit crazy, yeah. So you lived here all your life?
Here in Faro.
Okay, yes, but you're a local man.
Okay.
Yeah. Has it changed a lot?
Yeah.
All jokes aside, I know that I've had a bit of a dig at Albufeira, but you know, it's in a beautiful natural setting. These golden sandy little coves that show themselves as a long beach at lower tide and the beautiful ocean. It's definitely a good place to walk along this promenade as well. As the sun starts to drop, you've got a beautiful colour in the sky. It ain't all bad. Right, engage, level, chaos. Welcome to the Albufeira Strip at night. Now I know some of you say, Wendell, you never film at night. But that's not because I'm scared to go out at night. Of course I go out at night, but often it's impossible to get content. There's going to be so much music. It's going to be raucous. It's going to be really hard to make videos. I'm just going to hit a few bars, film what I can, go outside to tell you about it when I can, and hopefully not get a copyright strike for all this copyrighted music. Where are you from?
From Spain.
What do you think about all the British people drinking?
They have to have fun.
Will you marry me? Of course. We're going to be very happy. You saw me earlier? Yeah, and now we're married on YouTube. Forever, in matrimony. Are you going to give me a kiss? No. Not on the first one. You're not loose like that. Who's Mr. Kebabs?
Me.
And you're Mr. Gyros?
I'm Mr. Gyros.
Mr. Gyros, yeah.
Mr. Gyros, Mr. Kebab.
That's a great surname, Mr. Gyros.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Mr. Wendell.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
So I hope you can figure out that it's basically impossible for me to talk to anybody in these bars. The decibel levels are like plus 1 million. But this is not the quiet weekend in Portugal that I had envisaged. This is fantastic. Gucci summer tracksuits, yeah? Number 2 in here. There's more flies in that toilet than in the swamps of Mozambique. Ooh, oh, that's a killer. We need 999. Right, it's the morning after the night before here in Albufeira, so I guess I better sum things up. I hope this video has given people that have watched it an idea of what to expect from this resort, because I had no idea. I thought it would be quite a relaxing few days in the sun, but as I've shown, clearly not. And I think I've made it abundantly clear that this ain't my type of holiday. I'd like things to be a bit more relaxed. So for me, this is kind of my idea of holiday hell. But if you want to let your hair down and go wild, Brits abroad, then this is the place. Honestly, I preferred my time in Benidorm, but as I said earlier, I think Benidorm has a slightly older crowd, so there's a lot of drinking going on, there's a lot of watching the football and eating English food, fish and chips, English breakfasts, but it's not as crazy as it is at night here on the Albufeira Strip. But the weather's been beautiful. I didn't pay a lot for the holiday. Would I come back? Probably not. But at least I've given you guys an idea of what to expect from what is potentially, depending on your disposition, Portugal's worst holiday resort.